may have heard the phrase, build it and they will come. Well, that's not altogether true. At least not in this case. But it is easy to go and get them. In this video, we're going to go and cover several proven methods to get the masses to beat a path to your Twitter page. And yes, this is going to be fun, so let's get started. Now that we've got our cool page set up, it's time to get some followers, because the more followers that we have following us and reading our messages, the more powerful our marketing tools are going to be. Right now, not so powerful because we only have 4 people following us. I do have to mention, though, that only 2 of these followers are those that we actually engaged in. In other words, the other 2 followers, they just happened upon us. Now, I just went ahead and added Farmer Phoebe here because I was just testing something out. But I do want to mention, though, that one of the best ways that you should go ahead and implement immediately, and that is to add your Twitter URL to your sig line of your email, to the sig line of your forum post, your blog post, and go ahead and start getting the word out via your everyday normal workings of posting on other people's blogs and forums and so on. And that way people will start to associate you with that particular Twitter address. Twitter is that powerful, folks. It's not some new kid on the block. People see that, then they're just going to want to, out of nothing else, curiosity, because maybe they've got a Twitter account and they want you to follow them. They will in turn follow you first. Again, get your name out there. That's one of the best ways and the easiest ways to get followers is to advertise it. Advertise the fact that you have a Twitter page. And what you do, go over here to settings, and this is your URL right here. You get people to click on this URL, and that will bring them to your page. And once they come to your page, right underneath your image, in our case the John Doe picture over here, right underneath that, going back here to our home page, right underneath that image is going to be a box that says follow. And they click on that, and I'll show you here in a second, for example, whenever we go to look at some of Phoebe's people, followers, then you can just simply click on that, or they will simply click on that, and boom, they are then following you. They will be added to the masses here. Now, I do also need to mention that there's a cap here, because the more people that you follow, the more people will follow you. So that's our goal to get the ball rolling, is we're going to start following anybody and everybody we can think of. First and foremost, those that are within our niche, but then we're going to broaden that into following people that are not necessarily in our niche, that are just on Twitter. Since the numbers that I've read anyway show somewhere right around 40 to 50 people out of every 100 that you follow will end up following you, I have to tell you that there's a cap on the number of people that you can follow. It's 2,000. So once you reach 2,000 people that you're following, you cannot follow anybody else. Then by the time you reach 2,000 in that cap and you cannot follow anybody else, you're only going to have about 1,000 over here. That's not enough. You need to have 2,000, because your cap here is lifted once you have 2,000 or more followers following you. For example, we'll go over here to Kevin's page, the bubble guy. As you can see, he's following more than 2,000. That's because he has more than 2,000 followers. Once you have achieved the 2,000 follow mark, this cap is lifted. Bing, bang, boom. So there's a couple of ways that we can do some weeding out here that are pretty easy, besides just manually going into the people that you're following and unfollow them, which you can in fact do. For example, let's head on back to our home. Oh yeah, and no matter whose page you're on, these links up here are referring to you. So we're going to go back to our home, and we have these people that we are now following. We can just simply remove. And so whenever we have our 2,000 cap, we can always just come in here and just click on the removes of those that we don't want to follow anymore. That's not the best way to do that. There's a way in which we can do that even better here. Just a minute, I'll show you. Head on back home. So now to get followers, we need to do some following. And we can also put out our Twitter page URL on our sig line, the blogs, and the forum posts, just to advertise, get it out there. So one of the ways that we can gain followers is to do some following. So we're going to go on down here to the bottom of the page, and we have the search link here.